Okay, everyone, so we have some more spoilers for the upcoming chapter of the Dragon Ball Super manga, chapter 79. Now, before we get into these images, I have to warn you that this video will contain spoilers for the upcoming chapter of the Dragon Ball Super manga. So if you do not want spoilers in any way, shape, or form, please click off the video. This is not going to be the video for you. And maybe you could wait until I do my review of the full chapter on the 20th when it gets released officially. With that out of the way, let's get to these images now. These were shared with us by Dragon Ball Hype on his second channel. And if you're wondering why it's on his second channel, he does this to avoid getting in trouble with Shueisha so they don't take down his main channel. So he started up a second channel in order to share these with us to, make sure his main channel doesn't get in trouble. So let's go ahead and take a look at these images. First image right here, you've got Gas trying to attack Granolah with a spear, Granolah dodging and catching it. You can see Gas right here is a little bit shocked because if you don't know, Granolah ate the Senzu bean and now he's back up to full strength. So the fight will not be as easy as it was before when Gas fought Granolah when he was exhausted and barely had any energy left. You've got Gas jumping all the way back and then manifesting some kunai and then throwing it at him. Now, this is funny because if you saw the video that I did where I covered the full chapter summary that was shared with us, I made a joke about how this fight is starting to feel more like Naruto than Boruto right now. It's weird because if you read Boruto, a lot of the fights right now kind of feel like, fights you would see in Dragon Ball. But here you can see Dragon Ball being more like Naruto, which I think it's a little bit funny. Anyway, moving forward, you can see him throwing more and more kunai. Granolah is just deflecting each and every one of them. He's talking to Oatmeal right here. I know what it says right here. I don't think we have translations. And you can see Granolah just preparing an energy attack. And we move forward to the next image. You can see a giant ball connected to a chain right here. And I think this is Oatmeal warning him. I remember in the full chapter summary, this is what it said, that Oatmeal was warning him that it was coming from above, this giant iron ball that was connected to a chain. Granolah catches it, and Gas is smirking because it explodes, and it releases a dust cloud in order to blind him. So moving forward to the next set of images we have right here, you can see Granolah firing off the signature ki blast that we saw him do all throughout this arc ever since he got introduced. And Gas just teleports right in front of him, which, by the way, the chapter reveals that this is the Shunkan Ito. This is instantaneous movement, the same move that Goku showed off after he came back to Earth from Yardrat. And we saw Vegeta also learning this move. So yes, he can do this. And it seems like Granolah, the technique that we saw him use that looked similar to the Shunkan Ito, it was indeed the instantaneous movement that Goku learned on Yardrat, as well as Vegeta. And you can see him just get hit by a punch to the gut. And look at Granolah's reaction. That on its own should tell you just how powerful that hit actually was. And then he just sends him flying off with a ki blast. And then you can see Granolah getting back up and tossing away his jacket. And Granolah looks pretty damn cool right here. I'm not going to lie. He looks pretty damn cool. I am really looking forward to seeing how they do this in the anime. I'm not going to lie. So that's all we have right here. All right, let's move forward. This is the last set of images that we have. And DBS Hype says, or Dragon Ball Hype, I guess. No, it's DBS Hype says right here. Chapter 79, last spoiler, since there's not much going on in this chapter, Granolah is now able to keep up with Gas. And yeah, that's true. The entire fight is basically, the entire chapter is basically just a fight between Granolah and Gas. So here we move forward. You got Granolah. Dude, again, you got to give Toyotaro credit for the artwork. This looks pretty damn good. You can see Granolah going for a kick. Gas is using teleportation to move. And you can see Granolah going for a punch, blocks it with a shield. And you can see Gas is just teleporting all around him, but Granolah, apparently predicting where he's going to be, manages to land a hit straight to his gut. And Granolah just smirking. Gas is just worried, and then he gives him a chop, which sends him straight down to the ground. And you can see Vegeta right here. And you can see Granolah just still smirking, and Gas is up there still worried. And also, I would like to notice how Gas doesn't really have a lot of damage, whereas Granolah's taken a lot of damage. And it's interesting that this image is shared because Vegeta says right here that he lets Goku know that between Gas and Granolah, Granola's movements are a lot more precise, which makes sense because Goku commented when he was sensing Vegeta and Granolah fighting off in the distance. He mentioned how he was sensing that Granola's movements were getting a lot sharper, basically telling us that Granolah was getting basically more and more experience as his fight with Vegeta's moving forward. And you can see the payoff of all of that experience that he got in that fight. And also, just want to mention something here real quick. I do find this is very, very interesting. Some nice parallels, excuse me, because what's happening here is kind of the same thing that happened between Granolah and Vegeta, where you had Granolah up in the sky because he was so high off his own hype, believing that he was the strongest in the universe and that no one could compete with him. And you had Vegeta on the ground, being a lot more realistic, believing, just because you've got the power doesn't mean you're going to win. Like, it's not always going to 100% guarantee your win. Do you know what I mean? And it's just, I do like this because right now Granolah is basically where Vegeta was during his fight with him. And I like this. I really do. So that's all we have right now, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Remember to leave a like, share this video. Remember to click on the bell for notifications. And if you have not subscribed, guys, please consider clicking on the subscribe button. If you like my channel and if you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to help me hit my goal of 1,000 before the end of the year. With that being said, if you watched up until this point, again, I thank you for your support and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.